What's up? What's up, YouTube? What's going on, everybody? Yep, right. It is 4 a.m. Yeah, I overslept a little bit, but it's okay. Well, I didn't really oversleep. I got up this morning and turned on my TV instead of just getting my ass. I got up at 3 o'clock like I wanted, but I sit there and watch an hour worth of TV. But anywho, that's beside the point. We better get on up out of here. All right, folks, here we go. Here we go. We got 290 miles this morning. No, I don't think that's right. I think it's like 275. Yep. But we gotta get to Atlanta. What's today? Today's Saturday. So maybe it won't be so bad. I know by the time we get to Atlanta, it'll be about 5:30. So hopefully it won't be so bad. I do have to stop at the truck wash on the way to Atlanta to get this trailer washed out. But yeah, it's all good. Yep. But anywho, yeah, I've turned right there before, folks. See right here, this turning lane. You turn right there, you end up, yeah, down on the old country road. So now I pay attention when I come out of this truck stop. Luckily, that one time I did go that way, I was bobtailing. I didn't have a trailer, so it was easy to turn around. But I couldn't imagine going down there this morning with a trailer and trying to find somewhere to turn around. Jeez. Yeah. Anywho, here we are, folks, getting on the big road, trucking up. Whoop, whoop, let's go. And yeah, I know yesterday's video and the day before that was a little short, but you know, we getting back on regular schedule now. Yep. So now we on the big road. At 47 miles, we'll be at 475. That's just making. Let's see how far it is up here to the 285. So we got 47 miles there, then another 55 miles. That's 97, 102 plus 21. So 123 miles, yeah, so 2 hours. So it'd be about 6 time we, oh God, oh well. It is what it is. Like I said, it's Saturday, so maybe it won't be so bad. So yeah, let's hope for the best, folks. Yeah. That's all you can do, hope for the best, expect the worst. Expect the worst, but hope for the best. And you won't ever be disappointed. But anyhow, all right, I'll get back with you folks. I don't know what's going on over there. Oh, they doing some rolling road work. So they putting down reflectors or something, I don't know. All right, anywho, we're 30 miles from the 475. All right, folks, yeah, we're about 6 miles from the 475, 6 miles. All right, folks, about a half mile now. We on the ramp for 475. Yep. Look at all that people parked over there on the side of the interstate. That's one place I parked in many strange places, but I've never, wait a minute, that's a damn lie, I've done it in California. But in California, you're not. They got pull-offs where you're like way off the road. You're not like right there on the shoulder. But yeah, I slept on the side of the road out there one day, and I was just come through LA, and yeah, it's getting late, and I was tired. You know what? I was tired of fighting traffic. I still had miles and miles of traffic to go. And I seen the pull off on the side of the road. Yeah, I'm gonna pull up in there, and I'll get up early in the morning. You know, when I got up at 2 o'clock my time, it was 11 o'clock there. So 11 o'clock, about midnight, I left, midnight California time. And there was no traffic then. I got on up out of there. But I did get woke up about 8 o'clock California time. State trooper pulled up there, and he woke me up. And I told him, I said, look, man, I'm leaving here in 4 hours. He said, yeah, you're good, just in future reference. You know, these are for, these spaces is for emergencies. I said, well, it was an emergency. I was tired, and I was stuck in traffic and needed somewhere to park. He said, well, you're good, just letting you know. I said, okay. And I went my ass back to bed and got up and left at midnight. Yeah. So that's the one time I slept on the side of the road, and I was woke up by a state trooper, so yeah. That wasn't but about 3 years ago, 4 years ago maybe now. I was working with this company, and I was in the red truck. So yeah, that might have only been about 3 years ago. Yeah. Anywho, here we on 475 now, folks, and it is, yeah, I don't know. My GPS is being stupid right now. It looks like 55 and 20, so 75 miles up to 285. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get back with y'all when we get back on 275. Hey, folks, we're back on 75. Nope, never mind. Sorry, I was wrong. Seen that rest area, and I know there's another one up here when you get on 75 just before the scale. That's why I thought we're back on 75, but we're not. No. Still got a few more miles. Well, look at this boy go. Good. Yeah, it's pretty sweet meat, too. Scared the shit out of me when he first pulled up here beside me. He let off the throttle and this old loud ass Jake brakes. Yeah. Anywho. Alright. Now we getting back on the 75, folks. And I gotta make this pass quick, because right here is where I got the last ticket for being in the left lane. You see how I'm only in the second lane when I come off of 475. I'm in the second lane. Now I'm passing somebody, but he should be getting over so I can get over. But anyhow, right here, when I come over this hill, there was a DOT sitting in the middle, and he said I didn't get over fast enough. Yep, that's when I got my last left lane ticket. You know, and like, really, I just come off of 475. I was in the right lane, not the right lane, but you know, the right lane I'm supposed to be in, not the right hand lane. But anyhow, yeah. But we all good. we got a couple miles up here to the scale, and then about 40, 50 miles up here to 285. Well, we just passed Truck Stop Road. Yeah, exit 201 here in Georgia. There's I think 4 or 5 truck stops on that one exit. I know there's a Flying J, there's a Pilot, there's a T8, there's a Loves, and I think there's one more little. No, I think that was it. Yeah, there's 4. The big 4 is there. T8, Pilot, Loves, and the Flying J. Well. That dude right here in the middle lane, I was behind him a little while ago. He come past me. I mean, he blew past me. I'm a little scared to pass him right now because he had straddled the zipper and went a damn half a mile straddling the zippers. Like, I don't know if he was bumbling around or what he was doing, but yeah. Anywho, we survived. Yep, let's go. Hey folks, I think we're about 20 miles. Yeah, about 20 miles from 285. Yeah, we got to go around 285 to get over there to the truck wash. Not only that, you know, sometimes it'd be a lot better just to go straight through Atlanta, but yeah, trucks ain't allowed. I mean, you can go through, if you have a load in Atlanta and you got to deliver, yeah, trucks can go through there, but you know, trucks ain't allowed to just say I was in the north side of Atlanta and want to get down here to the south side. I can't just drive straight through on 75. So you got to take the bypass around. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, I have done it a couple times. But a couple times I did it, I was bobtailing. So yeah. But anyhow, it is what it is. All right, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, right here's the Peterbilt that blew by me earlier and scared the shit out of me, and now he's just dragging his feet along. I don't know. But, yep. We're getting her done, folks. 15 miles now from 285. 15 miles. Alright folks, sorry about that. Yeah, I was on the phone there for a couple minutes, but yeah, we're on 285 now. That I recorded it with no audio. That was me getting on the 285 and then going underneath the runways there for the airport. Yeah, that's what I was recording. But anywho, we got 12 miles up here to the washout. 12 miles. Alright folks, we just passed I-20, so you know what that means. Right up here in 1 mile is our exit where we're going to get the trailer washed out. Yep. And then we're going on up to Cleveland. Anywho, hopefully this shit ain't all backed up this morning real bad. If it is, it is. Ain't nothing I can do about it. Yep. Whoa, slow down, stupid. Alright. This be the Petro exit, folks, here in Atlanta. This is the Petro exit. Those of you that know, you know. Yep. And so far so good. Alright, I'll get back with y'all when I get in the parking lot. Alright, folks. Here we are. I hope they don't have the washout bays closed like they did that one morning. Yeah, we come up here and the washout bays was closed and the regular wash bays were backed up like crazy. But you know, it is what it is. Looks like one of them may be open. I don't know. There ain't enough cars here to be a full crew, I don't think. Well, yep. Looks like we're going to the regular wash bay. They ain't backed up though, so we're not going to be in that bad a shape. Yep. Alright, well. We'll go to this lane over here. Yep. And get her done. I'm gonna look at the weather while I'm sitting here. I might get everything done. So I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, still waiting now. It's been 10 minutes. I didn't think it'd be that long, but you know, it is what it is. Alright, folks, alright. Yep. Got the trailer washed out, and you see, I was standing there with the guy. You know, I should have got the whole thing washed. You know, I can see all the damn pollen on it now from where the water dripped on it. I didn't see it before, but... And then he just hit the overhead thing, and he just started rinsing the whole thing off. So yeah, I got a good rinse. And, yep. Now we're gonna head on up to Cleveland. Yep. That wasn't too bad. We were there about 20 minutes total. So not bad, not bad. And now we got 130 miles to go. So whoop whoop, truck it up, truck it up. Let's go, let's go. Yes sir, yes sir, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I got my load info out of Cleveland now. I asked him again what trailer I was putting this tire on. Well, I'm not putting the tire on it, I'm putting it in the rack. Yeah. But anywho, got 110 miles to go, folks. 110 to go. So we're going to jump off here to 296 now that we done got past Atlanta. I'm going to go in here and get me a some McDonald's, probably a steak biscuit there from McDonald's. And then yeah, a couple Red Bull. I need some Red Bull this morning. Yep. I had an 8-ounce one yesterday, but yeah. Other than that, the whole time I was at home, I didn't really drink much Red Bull. So maybe these I get today, they'll actually work. And it's been a few days since I drink any, so it might actually do what it's supposed to do. Because when you drink them all the time like I normally do, they don't do the trick, I guess, because your body gets used to it. Hell, I don't know. But anywho, y'all know what I'm saying. All right. Yeah, this ain't bad for this truck stop. Not only you pull in here and you're stopped way back here waiting to get up to the pumps. This ain't bad to pull in here and pull straight up to a pump. Yep. All right. Well, I'll get back with y'all. All right, folks. I'm back rolling. Yeah. I've been rolling now for about 30 miles since I left the truck stop, but yeah, I was eating my food. But anywho, you know, I don't know what it is with these damn Red Bull. The ones I drink the watermelon one, and everywhere I go anymore, even when I was home, they did not have the 12 ounce. Well, they had 12 ounces. They had 12 ounce Red Bulls, but they was no sugar. So you're defeating the purpose. I mean, you're drinking a Red Bull to get that sugar rush. So yeah, they got the 8-ounce ones, but damn, I got to drink 2 of those. You know, so and I've done been to the last 3 days, probably 6 or 7 different stores, and they have all the same thing. I know they hadn't quit making the 12-ounce regular watermelon Red Bull, but they just ain't had none. I don't know what's going on. But anyhow, we're about 26 miles now, folks. 26 miles to the state line. Yeah. Yeah, old mountains over here. Yeah, old Georgia mountains. What are they considered here in Georgia? I know you go east of here, you get in the Carolinas and up in Virginia and shit, they're the Appalachian Mountains. But what are these? I don't know. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all. Right up here is gonna be the Georgia scales, but they're closed this Saturday. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they're closed. nobody's going in there. The signs didn't flash or nothing. So yeah, they closed this morning. Yep. All right, and we're 12 miles from the state line. Let's go. All right, yep. We're 5 miles from the state line now. Yep. Trying to catch this old large car up here. I went past him earlier and it was dark, and I didn't see how nice the truck was until I was past him. So I didn't get a recording of it. But yeah, now that I stopped and got something to eat and shit, here he is back in front of me. So I'll be able to get him now. But anywho, oh shit. Yeah, he'll have to be in the right lane for me to get him, but I get him. Yep. Anywho, I'll get back with y'all here shortly. Well, we done been about 5 miles now, and he's still right there. I still ain't caught him. Yep. Oh well. Anywho, yeah, we're 2 miles from the state line, folks. 2 miles. There we go. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. No, that ain't the same one I seen earlier. The one I was thinking of earlier was a two-tone. It was blue and white. It was two-tone. That one, all blue. But nah, don't get me wrong now. It's still pretty sweet. You see it back there in the mirror? Yeah, it's still pretty sweet. But that ain't the one I was thinking of. But anywho, right up here is going to be the state line. About a half a mile. Yep. That once. Then it's 27 miles of terrain. Yep. Ooh. Anywho, alright. Welcome to Tennessee, folks. Yep, we're now in Tennessee. How's that song go? Welcome to... Hell, I don't know. You know there's a song out there, Tennessee. Anywho. Alright, yep. 26 miles now, folks, to our exit. 26 miles. And we're coming into Chattanooga. Now, as soon as we crossed into Tennessee, we were basically in Chattanooga. But yeah. Well, we get around this curve here, it'll be about 24 miles. Yep. Guess I ought to slow down. Speed limit is 45. So we'll slow down. Yep. Get on over out the four-wheeler's way. And see, I wouldn't be going as fast around this curve if I was loaded. But I was in decent. We're good. Yep. Alright. Anywho. Yep. 24 miles, folks. I'll get back with y'all over here in a bit. Well, it's southbound, folks. It's not looking good. And I got to turn around and come right back through that crap. Yep. Yeah, right up here, 22 miles. I got to turn around and come back through this. Oh, Lord. And it's backed up this far. Yeah, well, that's going to take a while. Let's see. It started about the 2, and we're coming up on the 4, and yeah, that's the traffic right there at the 4. But yeah, it's a 2-mile backup right now. Man, that's loud. But he got flashing lights underneath there, yeah. I guess that's cool. I don't know. It might look cool from the side. Flashing 2 wheels. Anywho. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, you can still see that damn flashing amber lights underneath that truck, and he's probably a half a mile up there ahead of me. And I can still see him flashing up there. So I imagine in the dark, you really seen that shit. And with it being amber, you're probably thinking something's wrong. Oh, he's gonna have a traffic. Yeah. I don't know. Anywho, state troopers are working through here, so yeah. So we're gonna have to keep it right when we come back through. Oh, I just seen that's the second one I seen working that side this morning. Yep. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Climbing up this hill in this big G Express. Yeah. If I hadn't locked down the brakes, he'd have took my damn hood off. All over that P&S truck, going so slow. Yeah, this is the mountain here coming into Cleveland. I mean, yeah, I understand they're loaded and they can't get up the hill that well, but at least look in your mirror before you just turn your blinker on and turn. Oh. Anyhow, we survived it. Yep. Alright, well, we're 10 miles from our exit, 10 miles. Alright, folks, 2 miles to our exit. And yep, 3 miles to our destination. Alright. Here's our exit, folks. Exit 27, Paul Huff Parkway. Yep. Alright. Well, I may as well go to this lane like I'm supposed to be. Yeah. I generally shy away from this lane because you got to wait on the light to make your right turn, but with 7, 8 cars in that right lane, I'll just wait on the light. Alright, well, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, that didn't take long. And now we're going straight over to the right lane. Oh, they got the turning lane blocked up here now too, so oh shit, I forgot. I probably should have got off on exit 25, but it's okay. We're gonna make this turn here. The turning lane ain't blocked, they're just making it wider. That's a good thing. Yeah. That's a real good thing. They put in a new curve and making it a lot wider. What a deal. Alright. Half a mile down here, folks, on the left, and we'll be at M&M Mars. Alright, folks, we have arrived. Oh, great. Old Bubble Boy's in there. Yeah. Alright, well, anywho, let me get on yard move here on the computer. Then I gotta get out and get everything ready. I'll be back. Alright, folks. Now I got to find this trailer and then get this tire out of the back of this trailer and put it in the rack underneath that other trailer, which, yeah. Some of these trailers, they have tire racks underneath them to hold a spare tire. Not all of them do, but some of them do. And I think, well, I know the trailer I'm coming to has a rack, or he wouldn't have sent me up here with a tire. But, yeah, I gotta find it first. Yep. Oh. It's probably gonna be back here in the back somewhere. I don't remember if he said it was a loaded trailer or an empty trailer, but yeah, I think it was loaded because that's why the tires got messed up. They loaded it with 2 flat tires. Instead of, when they hook up, if they just, well, no, not necessarily. If they off the rim, they're not going to air up. I think, say, if they just sit there for a minute and let them tires at least get up to 10, 15 pounds of air, they wouldn't, yeah. But anyhow. Let's see. Well, it ain't there. Ain't over on the right so far. Huh. Well, I don't know where this trailer is. And this truck, see it? If this was the Kenworth, I wouldn't have to do this. Oh yeah, I ain't told y'all. The red Kenworth was fixed. Right when I got to Florida, it was fixed. It was sitting there, and I went and looked at it, and he done moved somebody else into the Kenworth. I'm like, really? That's my truck. I wanted that truck back. So, I got so mad the day I got to town. When I seen that, I didn't even talk to the boss man. I just left. And then he called me the next day. And he told me, he's like, John, I just needed the truck and blah, 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 whatever. Anyhow, but it didn't last long. All right. Yeah. I don't know why I come back down this lane. I knew it wasn't over here. Anyhow, yeah, he just told me that the other one that I got to do the inspection on is in Dallas. So, yeah. I gotta wait to get to Dallas to get to that one. Well, anywho, we all good. It just floors me how that damn 680 can make this turn and a Peterbilt can't. Anywho, yep. Now I gotta find my load. And again, I don't know why I come over in this lane, because I knew I've already looked down this lane and it wasn't here. So, that's the trailer I dropped. There it is right here. What a deal. Oh yeah. Look over here. We got, we got the swans. They be running around. Hell, they had some babies with them a few months ago. I don't think that one behind it's the baby, because it's too big to be a baby. But yeah, there they are. All right, folks. Now we got to pull around here on the scales and weigh this thing and see what we got. Well, there's a couple tankers ahead of me, but that's all right. I still got to build up air before I get on the scale. Yeah. Oh boy, this load is 42,487. Is what they say on the paper. So we'll see here. I'll get back with y'all when I get moving. All right, here we go, folks. Let's get on the scale. If anything right now, I'm probably a little heavy on the trailer. But yeah, it's probably heavy on the trailer. Yep, 36,000 on the trailer. Good God. That's bad. And what I have on the truck. So I got 36.5 on the trailer and 29.8 on the truck. So I need to move 2,600 pounds. Yeah, let me go on and back on the scale where I make sure this is right. All right, I'll get back with y'all in a minute. All right, folks. I moved her 7 or 8 holes. Now let's see what we got. Well, I still got 600 over. So yeah, I still need 2 holes, but what I think happened is I'm not exactly in the hole that I wanted to be in. I didn't go back there and check. I just slid it and was like, yeah, that looks about right, and locked it in. So I'll go check when I get out the gate here. And then we'll be good. I know I need 2 more holes. So yeah, all right. I'll get back with y'all here in a few moments. Well, I told the girl right there when she was checking me out, I was like, looks like you due for a fill-in. And she looked at me like I was an alien. You know, she got these long nails, but y'all know what I'm saying when they're due for a fill-in, where, yeah, Anyhow, she looked at me like I was an alien when I said that to her. What? Okay. Anyhow, let me get this shit right. Oh, semi-casual, they won the best in paint on Bobtail for that PDI truck that they built. You don't know who I'm talking about, go to the semi-casual channel and they've done a whole video on that truck. And they won best in Bobtail paint. Best in paint Bobtail. Whatever, yeah. That's pretty cool. Alright, folks, right up here gonna be the Alabama state line. Yep. Right up here where we lose the left lane, that's right where you cross into Alabama. Not where the cones start, where you actually lose the lane. Right now we're still in Georgia, but they're working on the road in Alabama. So right, see the difference in the road right there? Right here. Welcome to Alabama, folks. Yep, now we're in Alabama. Alright. Alright, folks, yeah, y'all see all the pink? That's what I was recording back there a minute ago. All the purple or pink, whatever color that's blooming right now. Yeah. It's all over the place down through here. It's pretty. Oh yeah, it's starting to rain too a little bit. But yeah, you can see it on both sides of the road, right, like right here. All the flowers there on the side of the mountain, the pink. Yep. There's some more right there. More there on the side of the mountain. Yeah. But anyhow, yeah, we're about 55 miles from 459, Birmingham. Oh, no, I don't want to go to this Walmart. I need to go to Walmart, but yeah, I couldn't get over. Oh well, it is what it is. There's another Walmart over there in Mississippi I can get to, but I was wanting to try a different one because that one in Mississippi, the scalloped potatoes that I get, they don't have them no more. And I don't know if all the Walmarts is going to be that way, but I know. Yeah. The one over there in Mississippi I've been stopping at didn't have them. But oh well. Anywho, we are 42 miles from being 459. 42 miles. Alright, yeah, I found another Walmart. Down here about 20 miles. Right here on 59, so. Yeah, we're gonna stop there. Yep. That's what we're gonna do, and go in and get my shopping done. Oh, that eating out is getting deep in my pocket. You figure $15 at a minimum to eat dinner, $15, $20 minimum just for myself now. And then, you know, like this morning to breakfast, that was $10, so $25, $30 a day eating. Where I can do it a lot cheaper. That's why I shop at Walmart and I cook in the truck because it's a lot cheaper. But there is sometimes I still buy food but I don't feel like cooking, but yeah. Anywho. Alright, I'll get back with y'all. Yeah, old Troy Massey won with old Wild Child on the Best in Show Bobtail limited mileage or whatever. Troy Massey won that one with the Wild Child Kenworth. It was actually a Kenworth, not a Peterbilt. Yeah, Troy Massey's known for his that Bo Cephas truck. That's what he's known for. But he's got a couple other sweet trucks too. He's got Bo Cephas. He's got Notorious Pig. He's got Wild Child, and then he's got a couple other. I can't think of them right on top of my head right now, but yeah, that Notorious Pig. That is one sweet Peterbilt. Yeah. Other than the color, yeah, it's all white, but yeah, I can get past the white with everything else it's got going on. But anywho, we're 7 miles from Walmart, folks. 7 miles. All right, folks, we here at Walmart. I gotta find the spot where I turn in. Yeah, look at this parking lot. It looks like a damn truck stop right now. Okay, come on out there, policeman. Thank you, sir. Yeah, look at that old school Peterbilt right there. Yep. Probably gonna go over there and park beside that old Pete. Yep. No, let's see. I'm gonna park a different way. They might have spent the night here. That's why they parked way back here like that. Yeah, I'm gonna back in here beside them. It takes 50 foot off my walk anyways. 53 foot, whatever. That's 53. Yeah, less steps I gotta take. Anywho, all right, folks, I'll get back with y'all. I gotta make me a list. I'll get back with y'all when I get out of here. All right, folks, all right. I'm back rolling $140 later. But yeah, I bought some stuff that I needed and I won't have to buy again for another 2 months. Yeah. But anywho, I just restocked on everything plus groceries. That's what I'm saying now. Well, we're back rolling. We got 15 miles down here to 459. 15 miles. Alright, folks, yeah, we're 6 miles. 6 miles from 459. Yep, it's 2:30 in the afternoon. Thinking about stopping over here in McAllen. But I ain't decided yet. Really, that's only about 35 more miles. I might just get fuel in McAllen and go on some more. I don't know yet. Yeah. Anywho, y'all will know when I know, so we'll figure it out sooner or later. Now, limo rolling down through here. Okay. I guess it ain't too far out of Birmingham. Alright, folks, here's old 459. Yep. Good old 459. Birmingham bypass. Yep. What is making that noise? Something in here dinging that sounded like keys rattling, but I don't have no keys hanging nowhere. Anywho. Alright, I don't know where I was at, folks, when I got the phone call, but anyhow, yeah, we're on 459. We got 19 miles back over here to 20. Yeah, then we'll be on 20. And we got to stop right there at the first exit when we get on 20 for fuel. And then, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't know if I'm going to stay there or go on over to Tuscaloosa. I might just go on over to Tuscaloosa and stay at the QT over there. Yeah, that may be what I do, but I don't know yet. I ain't decided. I just know I'm getting tired. Yeah, I never did take no nap today or nothing, so yeah, it's starting to catch up with me. But anywho, it's all good. Yeah, I'll deliver this load tomorrow, and then pick one up from Waco. I reckon, I don't know. I could be getting one out of Dallas, but more than likely Waco. And then that'll be the end of tomorrow. Well, no, not really. It'll be about 630 miles if I stayed right here tomorrow just to get to Dallas. So yeah, by the time I get to Waco, that'll be 750 miles for one day. So yeah. That's just a guess, folks. It's probably more like 730, 740, but let's just go with 750, but yeah. Anywho, I'll get back with y'all here in a bit. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's pretty sweet. That's a Matt's quality build right there. I don't know why he ain't at Matt's. I mean, well, don't everybody go to the truck shows, but still, yeah, that's good quality build right there. Big old stove top, 8-inch stacks. Yeah, buddy. Anywho, alright, I'll get back with y'all. He was on the hill, he was walking away from me, but now we leveled back out. Yeah. That truck pulled pretty good. He got one of his feet up on the dash. Anyhow, folks, this is the ramp right here to get back on I-20. Yeah. Alright. Oh, why I'm so tired today. I don't feel up to nothing. Damn, I don't even want to stop for fuel. If I didn't need fuel, I wouldn't even stop. I would just go on to Tuscaloosa. Yeah. But anyhow. It is what it is. We're gonna stay in this lane right here because this is the exit lane. So we're gonna stay with this lane and get off the exit here and get the fuel. And then yeah, get back on. We might go another 60 miles. I might go on out to the Loves there up 40. I don't know. We'll see. But I am gonna be leaving here. I don't know how far I'm gonna go from here, but I am leaving here. All right, folks. Yeah, I've only done 475 miles today, so I'm gonna go a little bit further. Yep, we're gonna go either to Tuscaloosa or on past that to the you know, there's a truck over there. Y'all back up. Y'all probably seen the one that I didn't notice it until it was like bright yellow or highlighter. Yeah, like a bright highlighter yellow or greenish yellow. It looked pretty. I like the color, to be honest with you, if it's on something other than the Freightliner. Yeah. Put it on a Peterbilt or Kenworth. I've seen over there in Dallas, they had some Ultra Lofts that had that color on it. Yeah. But anywho, yeah, we're gonna go. I don't know. We're either going 30 or 60 miles. I'm either going to stop at the 77 or I'm going to stop at the 40. I ain't decided on which one yet. It all depends on how I feel when I get up the road here. Anywho, yep. Either way, I'm still riding. Well. Dude standing there with a dog and backpack. It's bad enough you standing there with your thumb out asking for a ride for yourself, and then you got a dog with you. You want somebody to put your dog up in the truck or car with you? Nah. I don't see too many people stopping for that. But anyhow, he wasn't there when I got off the exit. Hell. Alright, folks, well, we getting back on the road. Let's go. Yeah, I don't know about some of these people out here, man. There was that little white SUV up here in front of me. We just passed. There was a pickup pulling a trailer on the side of the road, and he was barely over the line. And I turned my blinker on to come over. That jackass didn't have nobody beside him. And when I turned my blinker on, he blowed his horn. Like I couldn't see him. But like he couldn't see the same thing I was seeing either. You know, he could see the people broke down on the side of the road. But yet he couldn't give me the courtesy to get over to where I can get over away from the people on the side of the road. It's ridiculous. Okay, yeah, I think I'm gonna stop right up here at the 77. All right, folks, yeah, we just got off here at the 77. Yep, we gonna stay here at the TA tonight. Yep, I ain't going no further. I've had enough for today. But anyhow, Alright. Now that the light changed, I can get through here. Oop, I'm going to go in this way. I know, folks, it's the exit, but I'm going in that way anyhow. Alright. Yes, sir. Look at the classic Freightliner, the old flat top classic. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That's another one. That's what I'm talking about. Look at that. And it's squatted. It's on the ground. All right, folks, that's going to be the end of this video. If you have made it this far, thanks for watching TTVE, and we will see you tomorrow. Bye for now.